Parousia 20. Objection to Christ's return during the time of death. Will we all go to paradise? Here is an objection to the idea that Christ at the hour of death returns in all his glory, accompanied by saints and angels of the Virgin Mary. Some say if this is the case, then we will all go to paradise. Implied, this is May 1968 in France, and the objection seems strong. Indeed, in the classical Thomist doctrine, that is to say, of Saint Thomas Aquinas, hell is presented as a place of suffering. It is defined by suffering, and therefore God willingly places the damned there because no one chooses suffering. And paradise as a place of delight, happiness, spiritual bliss, but also sensorial and physical. And there, obviously, in this perspective, everyone chooses paradise. Who wouldn't choose a place of delight? In reality, this vision is not of Saint Thomas, but rather of a construction, because he died before having completed his final thoughts upon eschatology. He died following the vision of Christ, who appeared to him, and he never desired to write again. He wanted to burn all his works. It is better define hell and paradise in the manner of Saint Augustine. He said that paradise is the love of God, and we could add that of the neighbor, pushed to the point of self-contempt, competent in the sense that we completely forget ourselves. Only God counts, and also the neighbor. Hell, on the contrary, is love of oneself pushed to contempt for God and neighbor. As a result, in hell there is an apparent good. For the selfish person is freedom to choose good and evil, to be autonomous, to be free. And in paradise, on the contrary, there is for the proud and the egoist an evil, namely to be dependent, to forget oneself completely. So the reality is that if Christ appears at the hour of death and we perceive him in all his glorious humanity, what paradise is, and if the demon appears to the soul and shows in full light what hell is, well, we won't all go to heaven. The reality is that there are beings who instantly despise this paradise of Christ and who will never ever want an order based upon humility, where the greatest is the smallest, and those freely choose hell. This is what Saint Faustina said in her little diary, number 1697. Horror! There are souls who voluntarily and consciously reject this grace of the coming of light at the hour of death. Mistake, and it is already the very moment of agony. These souls have such a hard heart that they consciously choose hell. They fail not only to all prayers that other men direct to God for them, but also all divine efforts. In reality, in this new theological approach brought to the fore by Marthe Robin, by Saint Faustina, by Pope Benedict XVI, we must not be afraid of God. He is not suddenly someone else who would show himself to be of strict justice. He is the same. Truth and love in him are united. It is of ourselves that we must be afraid, because our egoism will make us lean towards hell, while all that is love within ourselves, human love, says Jesus, will entice us to lean towards Christ. Every man of good will go towards Christ. So this will be a battle of Armageddon within our soul, a real fight, and by arriving in all humility, we will win it for paradise. I mean, by arriving ready to admit our sins, we will earn our souls the reward of heaven.